When you think of martial arts on the big screen, one name stands above all others: Bruce Lee. His lightning speed, raw power, and unmatched charisma turned every fight scene into a piece of cinematic art. But what made Bruce Lee's fight scenes so legendary? Why, even decades later, do they still leave audiences speechless? Today, we're diving deep into Bruce Lee's most unforgettable fight scenes, moments that redefine action cinema and made him the greatest martial artist ever to grace the screen. The birth of a legend. Before Bruce Lee became a global icon, he had one mission: to change how the world viewed martial arts. In the 1960s, Hollywood fight scenes were often stiff, unrealistic, and choreographed more like dances than battles. But Bruce Lee had a vision. He wanted fights to look real, fast, and powerful, a true expression of martial art philosophy. He once said, "The art of fighting without fighting, that's the highest form." But when it came to action, Bruce was never afraid to show just how devastating real martial arts could be. 1. The Big Boss, 1971, the beginning of brutality. Bruce's first major Hong Kong film, The Big Boss, introduced audiences to a new kind of hero: calm, disciplined, but deadly when provoked. The movie's final showdown is a masterclass in intensity. Armed with nothing but his hands and his rage, Bruce demolishes a room full of gangsters before facing off against the Big Boss himself. Every punch and kick is filled with emotion, anger, justice, and precision. This wasn't just a fight. It was a statement: Bruce Lee had arrived. And the world was not ready for what came next. 2. Fist of Fury, 1972, the power of pride. In Fist of Fury, Bruce Lee played Qinjin, a student who returns to his martial arts school to find his master murdered. What follows is one of the most emotional fight sequences in martial arts history. The scene where Bruce enters a Japanese dojo alone, surrounded by dozens of opponents, is pure cinematic magic. One man versus 40 enemies. The tension builds, the music fades, and Bruce moves like a storm, each motion explosive, each strike purposeful. And then, the moment that shocked the world: Bruce leaps into the air, performs a flying kick, and sends his opponent crashing into the wall. This wasn't just about fighting, it was about honor, pride, and cultural respect. Chen words still echo through time. "Chinese are not the sick men of Asia." That line turned a movie into a movement. 3. Way of the Dragon, 1972, the Battle of Titans. Now let's talk about the Coliseum fight: Bruce Lee versus Chuck Norris. This scene is legendary not only for its choreography but for its philosophy. Filmed inside the ancient Roman Colosseum, it wasn't just a fight between two men, it was East versus West, tradition versus strength. Bruce Lee, lean and fast, dances around Chuck Norris, who represents the traditional Western style of fighting: strong, heavy, and FO.